crowd evening is 3-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist weighing 79 kgs. Fighting out of Eugene MMA, presenting Kamil Dasiek.
So it's a packed house here at the Ramada Plaza. Andrew McGahan of Severe MMA is here, one of the top journalists in Ireland, reporting on the events as always and doing all the backstage interviews. So Irish MMA really is going through one of the most extraordinary patches probably of any sport Ireland's ever seen, and this show is yet another example of that. Plenty of young and up-and-coming fighters, all prepared to step into a cage in front of 1,000 people and lay it all on the line. And here is another one, Kamil Dasiek. He is fighting out at the Cujin gym, that is with Peter Lavery here in Belfast. I'm sure he'll have some fans here from his gym and people that he knows. Lives with him. Not sure exactly where Kamil is from, but he has a blue belt in BJJ and trains, as I said, with Peter Lavery, who's been a long-time stalwart of MMA within Northern Ireland and Ireland. Kamil has been training long and hard for this fight, and his opponent actually pulled out of the fight last week, but fortunately Dave Hill, who we'll see in a moment, of IFS, has stepped in to ensure that Kamil gets a bout. So just being checked over again by Joe Clifford's Cutman team. No expense spared here, of course, for fighter safety. We've got full doctors and medical facilities on board. We've got the Cutman staff. A real degree of professionalism about this show and about the whole setup now of MMA within Ireland. So in steps Kamil Dasiek, and now we wait for Dave Hill.
Man is opponent making his way to the octagon, blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist weighing in on 79 kgs. Fighting out of IFS, presenting Dave the Rave Hill.
So I've talked quite a bit there about Kamil Dasiek. Here's his opponent Dave Hill from IFS, also a gym in Belfast, and plenty of his teammates are on the card tonight as well. It's very good of him to step in at short notice, and Noel, that really again goes to show you the type of camaraderie and the type of fighters that we have here in Ireland who are prepared to step up and take fights at short notice.
It is, it's the warrior spirit, you know. These guys, most of these guys, even though they're called amateurs, there's a very thin line between amateur and pro at this stage now in Ireland, and these guys are training all year round. They train like full-time athletes, so it's no surprise that these guys step up on notice, you know. True warriors.
True warriors is right. It'll be interesting to see how this fight goes then, because it's a catchweight bout, which sort of suggests that, I guess, the fact that it was such short notice for Dave is, you know, being fair to him, and when you look at him, he's perhaps carrying a little more weight than he might normally.
Yeah, well, Dave in fairness, he's stepping in here. He's quite a technical fighter. He's actually not graded on the ground. Well, the fact that he fights out of IFS, I can guarantee you this guy can play on the mat.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. They're both 78 kilos for Kamil, 79 for Dave. Johnny Shields is our ref in charge. It's the orange tie-type shorts there for Dave. Kamil in the green. And Hill pushes forward, throws a kick straight away up the middle, and another.
Oh, that looked low.
Well, Dasiek just grabs it and engages in the clinch and gets straight into side control.
Dasiek in a good position straight away here.
Oh, and straight into mount maybe.
Hill does well. Hill does well to recover half guard there.
Yeah, it's good defence by Dave
Hill.
Hill.
Beautiful by Dave Hill on the floor.
Very good defence on the floor. You can hear some shouts from the Cujin corner there. Dasiek just working the legs.
He looks happy enough to sit where he is. Hands behind the head. I'm happy. You want to come down to the party? Come on, Jeremy. I'm not going to present it to you.
A little bit of Cowboy Cerrone there to those kicks. There it is. But Dave Hill just waiting for his chance, not being impatient or silly.
It looks like he's trying to go for Kimura here.
Yeah, he's working on the arm of Dasiek, and he's rolling over as well. It's risky though because he's exposing his head.
And Dasiek does well, just powers his way out of it more. Nathan, and Hill pushes off and back to his feet. Couple of blows landed. Dasiek probably got the better of him.
Dasiek's a little bit wild though, but he's landing on the side of Hill's
Hill
head.
dies for the single. Now let's see what Dasiek's like off his back. Hill steps into his guard.
Yeah, I didn't think that Dasiek was going to be landing there clean, but maybe Hill just decided, it's better to take things down.
Maybe when they're on the ground, he just felt comfortable. He said, "Yeah, I'm happy here. Let's see what you got when I take you down." Dasiek holding on to the arm there.
It's important, of course, they grab for the wrists, but not the gloves of their opponent.
Referee Johnny Shields will be all over that. Dasiek again looks like he's trying to trap the arm. He's trying to work his legs up, but
Dave Hill is riding up quite high.
Hill needs to do something here. He's just burying his head, and Johnny Shields.
Johnny Shields has seen enough. He's just decided, you know what, Hill, you're not going to advance position. Let's go again. So Hill probably lead off with a kick.
Nice leg kick there by Hill, but Dasiek just takes it and comes through. And
right uppercut.
Hill doesn't seem to want any part of this on the feet.
No, he doesn't. Hill seems to be more of a kicker than a puncher.
Going with a Muay
Good
Thai.
knee though.
Looking for the Muay Thai plum. I was thinking we might see some Muay Thai with them shorts.
Good body kick.
Lands a good left there though.
Follows it up with a good leg kick. Hill coming into zone a bit now, and another kick.
And Dasiek coming back with 1-2-3 combination, and Hill dies on the single and gets the takedown again. And there
that
goes
is the end of the first round. Plenty of action there, Noel, in the first round.
Certainly, it was a back and forth. Both fighters there had their moments. A tough one to call. I wouldn't like to be sitting in the judges' chair in that one.
I'm just trying to go over it in my head. I mean, the start of the fight really was Dasiek taking him down, immediately landing inside control, but then Hill showing some good escapes to get it back into sort of a normal guard position.
It seemed to be a bit more scrambly on the ground, but neither fighter seemed dominant. When Hill got the takedown, he sort of just sat in the guard, didn't advance, and that's why Johnny Shields stood it up.
Well, on the feet it seems to be quite wild punches from Dasiek coming forward. When Hill has got a little bit of range, he's just throwing those nice kicks.
They're like clubbing punches. He's sort of winging the punches in. And Hill then, it looks like he almost doesn't want any of it, so he just dives for a takedown.
Yeah. But I would say we can't see because Dasiek's wearing those long green shorts, but I imagine his left leg is severely marked up already.
I was thinking that at the end of the first there. He needs to start checking some of them kicks. When a man on 79 kilos lands a leg kick on you, believe me, there's a lot of power behind it.
Sure is. Let's see if Dave Hill leads off with that again.
Yes,
he does.
Again, and you can see Dasiek lift the leg up as he does it then again. So that's two already landed. His corner must have pointed this out to him in between rounds.
I think Hill needs to keep the distance and try and keep landing that.
Hill, Dasiek coming back. Every time Hill sort of punches, he tends to lean into the punch, and he seems to be open there.
It's just a little bit wild there at the moment. There's a sort of a bit of a hit and hope or a throw and hope. Hill, I think, is the more technical striker.
They're sharing underhooks here.
Oh,
Dasiek gets it down. I have a feeling Hill looks a bit tired at the start of the second round, and Dasiek was to put the pressure on. But Hill, as I'm saying, that looks like he's about to recover full guard.
Yeah, Hill seems to be able to get back into guard pretty well.
Gives him his neck, and Dasiek says, I'll have some of that.
And Hill is definitely tired because Hill, of course, is taking this at short notice. Although he's training, he wasn't in a fight camp mode, and that is a different type of mentality.
And again, Dasiek training under Peter Lavery here. He'd have been in this position many times. He steps into side control there, and
a blue belt.
He got sloppy there, though. He got sloppy. He tried to go too fast.
He rushed before he had the balance. Now Dave Hill.
And now Dave Hill is punishing him for it. Good posture and raining down shots here. Dasiek moving, looking for a leg.
The crowd are really getting behind Dave Hill here.
And Dave dives into the guard. Let's see, can he advance? Landing some body shots, peppering him up, soften him up.
And Johnny Shields having a close look. I think both men are perhaps stalling just now. They're a little bit tired after that.
I think both men might be happy here. And Hill lands a good left there.
A little weary looking though at this point in the second round.
Dave Hill needs to do a bit of work here, even if he just pushes up a small bit, lands a shot to get Dasiek thinking, to get moving. Dasiek pushes away.
Well,
and
Dave Hill tries. Johnny Shields came in to stop them and just say, "Okay, you're getting back to your feet." Dave Hill actually stumbled as he was getting up.
Yeah,
now, that's not a sign of tiredness.
Both fighters look tired. The shots are coming in a little
clean
heavy
shot
and slow.
by either one of them. Is he going to go for the
single
guillotine?
again? He get it, and he's got the single. Beautiful by Hill. Steps into half guard.
He might push through into mount here.
He's pushing there. He just needs to lean back and push down on that knee, and he should slide through. Both fighters now would be sweaty, so.
Yeah. No. He's just relaxed back, if you like, into half guard.
There's your 10-second clapper here. So if I was Hill, I'd just land some shots here, just to put in the judge's mind. Finish it on top, say, hey, I'm on top, and I'm landing shots.
Yeah, Dave Hill definitely the closer to finishing the fight in that particular round, but he does look tired.
As you're saying, Dave looks like Dasiek is only picking himself up off the floor. Both fighters do look exhausted here.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a cut now they're working on, and Dasiek, I think it's just perhaps under his chin. Dave Hill mainly just trying to get the energy back. There's once again Emily Jane, our beautiful cage girl, doing a wonderful job here. I wouldn't mind wearing what she's wearing, it's that darn hot. Although I'm not so sure that the cut-off denim shorts would work for me.
I think you look well on the shirt, I don't know. Maybe on the tennis court you might look good, no?
You know what, I've done it before. If it was good enough for Andre Agassi in the late 80s, it's good enough for me. Anyway, back to the action. Johnny Shields just getting the seconds out now. This is the final round.
This could be a war of attrition here coming into the third. Who wants it more?
No doubt about that. Dave Hill in the orange, Dasiek in the green. Both men tired.
I think both fighters are happy to see Johnny Shields putting up 3 minutes into round 3.
The third final round, 3 minutes to go. They touch gloves. Dave Hill going to lead off with the kick, is he? No, he throws a bomb.
Big right.
Is that a mistake? Well, he sits down.
He's got that arm trapped as well. He's actually landed, so he's in a nice position.
The neck of Dasiek, if he. No, Dasiek's defending.
He could slide. He needs to push down. It's open there for him. He just needs to be careful. Dasiek is scrambling, trying to get the push. Got to watch that leg. Dasiek went for it in the second.
He did, that's right. He'll twist it out of it.
Possibility here. Hill can land some big shots here if he.
Yeah,
he's just got to watch
punches.
that leg though. He's aware of it now, but he still hasn't stepped away. He's still in danger. He twirls out of it there. Done well.
And what's wrong here? He's just bringing them up, I think. Couldn't quite tell what had happened there.
Not too sure there.
Maybe you can't do that particular type of leg. I'm not sure. Anyway, we continue. And they clinch up against the cage. Dave Hill, although both tired, looks to have perhaps a little more energy right now.
You got to give it to Hill. He looked exhausted coming out of that second round, but he seems to be the fresher fighter of the two at the moment. He's landing some good
punches
shots as well. Dasiek just seems like he's holding on. Hill pushes off. I think this could be a good strategy here for Hill if he pushes off. Dasiek's hands are low.
Oh, they're so low. He's exhausted.
Hill, if he has the energy, he's been thrown that leg kick all night long. If he has the energy to go high, it could fool Dasiek. And
oh, you're calling for a head kick.
We'll get a highlight. Both fighters just sort of fall into this clinch of the cage. Both exhausted. Good knees on the inside by Hill. He's got the Plum Anderson Silva style. Dasiek pushes away and out. Dasiek lands him. Both fighters exhausted. Hill with a big overhead right.
Dave Hill comes forward, lands the right.
Dasiek takes it. What a beard.
It almost seemed to wake him up. The crowd screaming for Dave Hill to try to finish, but he's got the takedown, and that should be enough to seal it.
That was a big shot by Hill. I was surprised that Dasiek took that. It was a big shot. I was calling for a head kick, and everyone he said, "Oh, I'm going with an overhand right."
Just such a weary kind of punch. It just didn't have the strength on the connection. It was almost like caught at the end of the arm as opposed to the bent arm.
Dasiek seemed to be moving away as well, so he sort of took it on. He took it correctly. He was moving away with it. If he intended to do so, I don't know, but
yeah, exactly.
both fighters exhausted here now as well.
Yeah.
Just working, and Hill, you got to give it to him. He's embracing the grind here again, and
just stood up again, which I actually like. I like that Johnny Shields has done this. There's only 10 seconds to go. 10 seconds, go on then.
You got to try your home run. There's the home run.
Big throwing from Dasiek and Hill. They clinch again, and that's going to be the end of the fight. Well done, guys. That was a great performance. Great effort by both of them. It's in the hand of the judges.
You got to give it to both fighters there. Taking this bout, catch weight. Change of opponent doesn't help Dasiek, and Hill for stepping up to the plate. Both fighters done brilliantly there.
They have indeed. Let's just not make any predictions, and let's just see what the judges have to say, and then we'll find out what Noel announces.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecard. Our judges have scored this bout 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Dave the Rock Hill! Please show your appreciation for Kamil Dasiek.